Casey. Good morning. Yeah, honey, time to get up. Come on, Casey. Time to wake up, honey. It's 7:50 in the morning. I'm wrapped up like a burrito, except for my arm, of course. I'm trying hard to wrap that up. I can't wrap it. Ugh. Tired. So tired. But I have to get up. We've got filming in, let's say, almost an hour and 10-ish minutes. Yep. After many unsuccessful attempts, we finally rouse the Casey from her slumber. As you can see, she is now doing her daily morning routine of checking herself out on Snapchat. Notice how she is hiding half of her face from the camera. She does not wish to be seen. At least not yet. You can, however, get a glimpse of those lovely pink... Ooh, let's not zoom in, shall we? You can get a glimpse of those lovely magenta... I don't really know what you want to call them. Magenta spots in her hair? Or just magenta sections? Notice how she is nicely wrapped up. As much as I am wrapped up.
I need my Starbucks though.
Yeah, I do too. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and we're at Starbucks, stuck in another long line.
Kind of close to 9-ish, but yeah, I guess you could say it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Actually, I think it is. I think you're right on that one. I think it is actually after 9, so we're running late. We're stuck in Starbucks. We're trying to get coffee. That's okay. I may send this video to Kelly and Tanner. Hi guys! Just to let them know that we are on our way. We're just kind of stuck at the moment because we're trying to get ourselves a little pick-me-up.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
She goes, oh, how about 4?
Hey, here's sort of behind the scenes. There's everybody else.
Yeah, she's young like you. She's probably maybe a year or 2.
Cheers.
We got Starbies too.
We got Starbucks. We have our lovely orange juice drinks.
She, yeah, I was.
It's just orange juice.
She goes, oh, how about 4?
Orange juice and coffee. That's our breakfast. Okay, lower the boom mic a little bit. Lower it. Twist the boom a little this way. Twist it like that. So
My mouth.
yeah, point. Make sure the tip is to her mouth. So remember, dildo to the mouth. It's a good memorization technique.
It let it be known that the person recording this and the one who just said that comment graduated from UCA, the University of Central Arkansas, with a film degree. She was taught this by somebody. I'm gonna find out who it is because I'm still at UCA.
You heard it here, folks. Tanner's gonna figure out where I learned the dildo to the mouth technique at the University of Central Arkansas.
It must have been either Joe Dole or Chris Churchill. No, it was Chris Churchill because he taught you cinematography. Although that had nothing to do with
I am so sorry, Chris Churchill.
Probably the fact that she had us come live with her to save the money for the down payment. It got us started. I mean, that was our first house, and it was way the heck out in the high desert. But she just supported us and loved us and helped us all the way. That's one of my fondest memories of her. The tortures and things that went on in these camps. It was. They should know about this. They should know that about this man's inhumanity toward man and the things that Oma had to endure.
What do you want the viewers of this documentary to get out of watching it?
Just what a great human being that Oma was. Also, I want them to know about the hardships that she went through, and the way she inspires people, because she's not bitter, she's not angry, she's in love with life, and you know, she feels that every day is a gift.
And a lot more things have happened in her life than probably anybody of her age, having been through a war and lived in 3 different countries. I think that her story is definitely worth telling.
Okay, wait, hold it. The camera stopped recording.
Here we go again.
Here we
Oh no!
Okay.
What do you know about Oma's experiences in World War II?
A lot. She shared a ton of stories with us, and how they were captured, and how she was separated from her dad for 3.5 years, and that her sisters and her had to do awful things in the camp and were forced to do things by the Japanese, things that she'd rather forget. But she does tell her story quite often, and she's got some funny stories, even though she was in a concentration camp.
How close are you to Oma?
Very close.
And what is your most special moment with Oma?
Oh boy. I think it's when her and I go do something alone. You know, I'll take her to the casino that she likes to do every once in a while. And when it's just her and me, I think we really enjoy ourselves.
Mostly, I think it's important for her story to be told because it hasn't been brought to light enough, and it's honestly a historical tragedy that it hasn't. Oma deserves just as much recognition as anyone else on this earth for what she's been through, and for someone who's just shakes it off and brushes it off and is still goofy and silly and lovable and laughs all the time. She deserves it. She deserves the world to know what she's been through, and I don't think she's ever one to admit what she's been through, and she doesn't talk about it very openly, and you know, the last person she cares about is herself, and it's time for it to be the opposite way.
Have you ever told anybody outside of our family about Oma's experiences in the Japanese concentration camps?
But to answer your question, the initial reaction is, oh, so your family's Jewish. And not that there's any consolation to Jews and what they went through with their concentration camp. Oma has just a little bit tweaked of a story. She was in the concentration camp held by the Japanese. They overcame the Dutch colony, which was Indonesia at the time. And that's what I proceed to say when I talk about Oma being in a concentration camp and what it means to me.
How does it make you feel that they normally
I think that along with her and the others held by the Japanese, they deserve a voice. For people who have suffered in silence for so long, their voice more than the East Asia colonies as well. And that part of history was kind of, I don't want to say pushed to the side, but it was not recognized within the classroom. Another concentration camp that's not held by the Jews, and these people deserve recognition. They need their voices heard, they need their story told, and you know, the ones who are living and are still living and lived through that, there's not very many of them left, and Oma's one of the ones who she'd tell her story and she'd love to share it with the world.
Yeah, they definitely deserve to tell their story so that people can know about the story, and so that they don't have to feel like they're forgotten.
Yeah. She is overwhelmingly powerful. She gives me insight to life, and I think she teaches our whole family how to love, and love openly and freely and so deep that it's...
Hold.
Oh, do I stop?
hold.
It's the dog.
Okay,
We'll re-answer the question.
I say. Keep rolling.
Okay.
All right, go.
Ask the question again.
In what ways has Oma inspired you?
Like I said, Oma inspires me just in her way that she's able to love. She makes me laugh until I cry. She gets all of us on the side of the road. There was one time we were on the side of the road, me and 4 of my aunts, my mom, and Oma, and we were on our hands and knees trying not to pee because she was making us laugh so hard. And it's just amazing. This would be a great opportunity to include in the classroom, kind of hearing true voices on the matter, especially since it's been put into silence for this long. I mean, it's been centuries now.
Okay, wait. Camera stopped.
Dang it, again.
Yep.
What do
Again.
you think, Kelly? Want to ask that question again, or do you think that was enough?
We could ask it again.
Okay.
That's probably enough.
I-
I talked a lot.
All right.
All right, sounds sweet.
All right. I'm rolling the camera again.
All right, Tiffany, interview, take 2. Clap again. Okay, go.
All right. So, is there anything else that you would like to say to the audience?
Oh God. You have to ask me again. I have to think about it. Hold on.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell the audience?
Hold. Dog.
Okay, good, because I was thinking.
I told you, Kelly.
Little wooflet at the end.
Okay, go.
I think we're good.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the audience?
I think I would say never forget. Love to continue on what Oma has started. And she'll never be forgotten.
All right.
Is that it?
That's
That's
beautiful.
All right.
Well done.
Camera's off. I think we got all that.
Did I do okay? I talked a lot.
That's good.
You
though.
did perfect.
Talking a lot is better than barely saying anything.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Casey, kill that light. Get through that light.
Oh God. I'm glad that's over.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you heard her from downstairs screaming, "I'm scared, Mom!"
I did hear her.
Oh my
So
god.
unprofessional.
So
Could someone
unprofessional.
turn off the lights?
The bathroom light.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We gotta grab the lighting equipment.
First, we gotta figure out who's next before we go to.
All right.
Well, let's do that first before we move everything.
Yeah.
What's for lunch?
Yeah, what's for lunch?
I don't know.
What's for lunch?
Yeah, Kelly, what's for lunch?
Yeah,
I
Kelly,
just
what's
found
for
this
lunch?
out.
We just got over.
I have my first blister. Filmmaking, ladies and gentlemen.
That's awesome.
I have my first war wound.
Wait, don't stop yet.
What?
Way to go, Nikki!
Just because it didn't happen in America, that we can't teach everything that happened in World War II, you know, what the Japanese did, and it didn't become important to America until the Japanese hit Pearl Harbor, and then it became important to America. So what happened before that was years of imprisonment for the Dutch people in Indonesia. And that needs to be told because they went through some traumatic things in their lives.
What do you know about Oma's World War II experiences?
As the years went by and I got a little older, she would tell me stories as she remembered them. Bits and pieces here and there, but always a different story. So she's got, you know, of course, like 3 years of being in a camp and multiple stories to tell. Some are good and some are just inspiring. Almost made me who I am. Growing up and knowing her story, I always felt the need to be a nurturer because I felt like no one should go through that and not be loved and cared for and nurtured. So as I grow up, that's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be a nurturer. Whether people have disabilities or they're veterans or they just have trials in their lives, homeless, whatever, even animals, I feel the need to be a nurturer.
Because Oma has been that kind of person to you.
Yeah, and I always felt like she should be cared for that way. She should be one, people should nurture her because of her stories and what she's gone through. It's nothing that you can imagine unless you were actually there.
Exactly. When thinking about the audience of this documentary, what do you want them to get out of watching it?
I want them to understand that people from the older generations that have been through so much, the survivors of World War II, or any war, the Vietnam War, any of the wars, they're survivors. And they need their story told, and they need to be important in this society. So, I love you, Oma.
All right, and that's it.
Yay!
All right, cut.
You did good.
No, I cried. I tried not to. Oh, I didn't want to cry.
It's emotional, so I
Yeah.
understand.
Cut it all out.
You almost made me cry too.
Yeah,
I was about to cry too.
Yeah, me too.
I know. I got emotional at that one.
Here's a little noisemaker. It's kind of hard to film with this little noisemaker. She's a cute little troublemaker.
I said, congratulations, Kelly, on having a printer for a brother besides Christian.
Because
I'm so proud
they
of you.
have
A brother printer.
the printer is their brother. She's
There
copying
we
all
go.
these outlines because she realized that all the questions are on the outlines earlier.
And it's coming out their brother's butt.
How about that?
Speaking of this not being covered in education, how does that make you feel about that?
I'm disappointed. Like I said, when most people that you talk to about it, they don't know anything about it, and they almost think that you're telling a story that's not true. So I think it's very important for it to be shared. I'd say probably the younger generation, when you share the story with them, it's almost disbelief that they really don't believe the story. There's others that are really inquisitive about it and want to know more and are very intrigued by it.
Okay, so everyone that you talk to about it has questioned it, or they kind of wondered about it?
For the most part, yeah, everybody that you dialogue with about that story, they're just mind blown. They ask a lot of questions and want to know more about it.
What do you know about Oma's World War II experiences?
Well, I've known Oma almost 30 years, and she's pretty guarded about the stories, but I've gotten little bits and pieces throughout the years. I know that she was a very young girl. I think she was 14 at the time, and she would have to put bodies into wheelbarrows and put them into grave sites. I know that she's lost several family members that were killed. It was a very traumatic event. They weren't fed. I remember one story that she talked about, a pregnant woman that she was eating drywall to get calcium for a baby. So those are just some of the stories I picked up over the years.
What do you love most about her?
Her sense of humor. You can be in the most traumatic situation and she'll shed light on it. She will come up with a little one-liner and she'll just break the ice and make everybody feel comfortable. She doesn't get too upset over anything, I think, anymore.
Do you have any special memories with Oma that you would like to share?
I do. I think that the first thing that comes to mind is when you guys were little kids. She used to put my son and daughter on her lap and sing Dutch songs and clap. I can't remember the name of the song, but Klappischen Geheimnis? Is that what it is?
It was Dorcha something.
Dorcha something, that's it. Yeah. And I remember her doing that with you guys as kids.
What are your thoughts on the things she went through?
It's a double-edged sword. Although I feel very sorry at what she went through and wish she hadn't gone through it.
When thinking about the people who are watching this documentary, what do you want them to get out of watching it?
We need to repeat the last question because I blew it.
Okay.
Try to keep
That's
it together.
okay. What are your thoughts on the things that she went through?
I think she went through some horrific things, and I mean, she's an incredible woman for coming through them the way she did. Out of selfish reasons, I would probably not be married and have you guys as my kids if she hadn't gone through it. So it's mixed emotions.
What do you mean by that when you say that?
Well, if she hadn't gone through that prison camp and the chain of events that led to her coming to the United States, I would have never met her daughter.
Is there anything that you would wish to tell the audience?
I would wish to tell the audience that we need to cut that dude again.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the audience?
I would like to say to the audience that this story of Oma is an incredible story and needs to be told. She's a wonderful woman, and she's been an inspiration to everybody in this family. And if anybody can learn something from it, it would be good.
All right, that's
Okay.
it.
Is that it? All right.
Made a bunch of mistakes in there. Sorry about that. You're gonna have to do a lot of editing.
He's already got a lot on his hands. But hey,
That's okay.
that's filmmaking.
I love it.
All right. You okay, Casey? Yep. Good job. Yeah, I told you it was going to get hot. This is why I opted to wear a t-shirt.
Well, I wore a t-shirt too, but it's
Yeah.
black, so
And
that's
that is
bad.
a day wrap.
That's a day wrap?
It's
a day wrap.
It's a pizza wrap now.
It's a pizza wrap, yeah.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, it's getting warm in here, huh?
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a day wrap. Or a wrap for everybody. Except for us. That's a wrap for everyone, except for us. All right, cool.
Then do we get to see the videos?
Gotta get the video card. Just wanted to warn you, I don't think I formatted that card, but it should be fine.
Okay.
It should be fine because it's a 64 gig.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any problems, like the camera didn't cut out.
Right.
Love the hairstyle.
Thank you.
Yeah, go take a break because your cheeks look flushed, honey.
I know.
Yeah. They're not hot or anything. You just look flushed.
Yeah.
You need to cool down. I'm sure I probably look the same.
No, you really don't.
Really? Even though, well, I think it's because I pulled my hair up, but yeah. That's a day wrap for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. But you will still get to see footage. You'll see a little bit of footage, more BTS doc, because that's the point of this. Hold on a sec. All right. That may be a day wrap for filming, but not necessarily for the BTS doc. So you will see more footage of us. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. The party's really going to get started.
Mm-hmm.